Wang.
But the graphics, obviously are where they need to be, and the motions and movements getting better too. So I mean, just keep working on your craft.
And the Atlanta Hawks, a shot from earlier on, arriving for a...
Hey, Kevin, thank you for...
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Jaylen Brown. Hachimura out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Rose in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Favors. Then there's Sexton. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kept alive. Ayton.
Too much at that. Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Murray, the pass to Favors. Dishes it to Sexton. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Brown.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Now here's Brown. 5 on the clock. Here's Hachimura. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Oubre against Leonard. Favors in the post. He had a 21-point outing in their last game again.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
And Leonard gets it to go. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
Now Murray, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Murray, no good.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oubre against Sexton. Passes it to Leonard. And Sexton has it in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball.
A lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Ayton dishes to Brown. 1:11 left here in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard against Brown. Leonard kicks to Murray. The pass to Whiteside. Back to Murray. Pass to Whiteside. Leonard inside. He's covered by Brown. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Whiteside.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Brown finds Rose. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brown the pass to Hachimura. And the rejection by Favors. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Outside for Murray. Lets it fly. And the space there, but it's offline. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks lead by. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Brown out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Ayton in at the 5, home in the paint. Here's Sexton. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Ayton. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Here's Rose. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Brown outside. Drains the 19-footer. Brown's got his first bucket in this one.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Here's Murray following the score by Derrick Rose. Leonard against Oubre. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Rose, good. There's 1:47 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Whiteside. It's slammed in by Whiteside.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Rose scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Whiteside dishes to Sexton. And the rejection by Ayton.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Leonard with the steal. Leonard draws the double. Favors, finds Whiteside. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You take a look at Sexton. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Murray against Rose. Passes to Hachimura. There's the three. No good that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Well, the youngest MVP in league history, but then injuries derailed the career of one Derrick Rose. And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Bucks trail. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. DeJounte Murray is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Favors in at the four-man position.
Well, when you don't get in his way, Sexton's going to get up there and throw it down.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Here's Hachimura, and it's sent back by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
And that one drops. Now it's a 3-point Bucks lead. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Hachimura in the corner. Gets an open look and hits. Hachimura's got his second basket.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach.
Nice. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Rose. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact. And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
And it's Rose penetrating.
And you give Rose an angle to the rim. That's exactly what's going to happen. Too quick, too explosive.
Favors inside. He's against Hachimura. And Favors kicks to Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Favors. It's stolen by Hachimura. Ahead. And the rejection by Favors. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. We've got 1:13 left here in the third quarter. In a wide open look for Hachimura.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Count that bucket. Sexton's got the lead up to 3 now for Milwaukee. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Here's Brown. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Shoots off the step back, and it's Brown missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Outside Rose. Knocked loose. Rose double teamed. There's the pass to Hachimura. Oubre, no one around him. Hits the 3-point bomb. Oubre's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Left side, Leonard. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Rui Hachimura. Jaylen Brown out there with Rose. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3. It's blocked.
You can see the coaching staff up there and clapping right now as Oubre on the defensive end getting it done.
Double team on Rose. And stolen by Favors. Now the Bucks moving it up. Jumps up. And Sexton slams it in.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to Rose. Rose double teamed. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here and finished off by Brown.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Pass to Sexton. Back to Leonard from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. Rose against Murray. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Leonard against Oubre. Leonard the pass to Sexton. He dishes it to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Just a remarkable make by Whiteside there. That's a huge basket.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Trailing by 5. Rose double team. A good look from Hachimura. The shot comes out. Now the Bucks take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Leonard. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
The Hawks trail by 7. Rose double teamed. Hachimura finds Oubre. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Clock at 4. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game. Murray outside. Back to Leonard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 10. 1:02 left in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
For 3, Hill. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Very cool and collected as Solomon Hill makes a huge bucket.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're leading by 4. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For the Hawks. And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Rose outside. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Now, here's Dunn from deep. And so the Bucks take the win. Some good moment, David. Thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.